Hey, it's Greg with Grace Global Network, continuing our series on eternal rewards and specifically dealing now with if I pay it forward, can I lose reward? Can Christians lose eternal rewards? Let me take you to 1 Corinthians 3:14 through 15. There's a number of passages on this, but I dealt with this a little bit before on the Bema Seat of Christ. If what has been built survives, verse 14 of chapter 3 of 1 Corinthians, the builder will receive a reward. If it is burned up, the builder will suffer loss. He will suffer loss of reward, but yet will be saved, even though only as one escaping through the flames. Doesn't refer to hell. It's dealing with the Bema Seat, the judgment seat, just for Christians of Jesus Christ. And we can lose eternal reward. Let me give you an example that's painful in my own life, because I want to honor Jesus. I don't want to be losing reward, but I was in seminary. My wife and I were married. We both were carrying a heavy load academically. I was working for the seminary president. I worked for another professor. I was working as a racquetball pro, all with a full load. And I was just running my legs off. I was tired. I sat down to write a giving check like we do, or you give online. Back then we didn't have online giving. Now we like to give online. I sat down to write a check for giving, and some of you give by cash. Some of you in other parts of the world give by seed or produce of the land, different ways of giving. But I sat down to write my check, and ashamedly now, as I look back, I was angry. I was angry. I was angry at the Lord. I was worn out. I was working overtime. My wife was working overtime. She was working for seminary profs, and it was a tough time early in our marriage, low income, going to seminary, and all the things that you hear about with people in graduate school and seminary was coming true with us. But it was certainly wrong to write a giving check out in anger. You want to make sure your motivation is good. So I encourage you, don't ever give in anger. You don't want to lose reward as a Christian. Set aside the checkbook, or working on the computer, giving online, or however. Get your heart right with the Holy Spirit. Let Him clean you up. Then still give. However you want to, give back to the Lord, but don't give with a wrong motivation. My motivation was wrong. I was angry. I lost reward on that point. I don't think I've done it since, but we can lose reward as Christians. God bless you. Have a great week.